Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom to you Hebrew Israelites. Got to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well, and the sensitive salutation to all the Ark, pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Upwalk for our listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming to another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. And this is an update with Russia and U.S. with wars and rumors of wars. And this is Rick Wiles from True News. He got an article showing how USA, North America, the North American Edomites are preparing a strike on Russia, man. Okay? They preparing a sneak strike on Russia. Lord's wouldn't be edifying.
News is operating. So the news today is that in Russia, a national defense conference was held in Russia with high-level Russian officials, and the topic was that the United States is preparing for a surprise preemptive strike on Russia. And this message was delivered by some of their highest level military commanders.
Yes, this specific message was first from the first deputy chief of Russian General Staff, the main operational department, Lieutenant General Viktor Poznikir. And what he said from the podium of the Moscow Conference on International Security is that America is deploying missile defense systems near our borders, creating a powerful strike potential for the U.S., enabling it to deliver a surprise attack, a surprise missile, a nuclear strike on Russia. And he added Russia is not interested in a strategic arms race, urging the United States to return to the negotiating table for constructive dialogue on the issue, or, as he noted here, there'll be mutually acceptable solutions.
He goes on to say this is, again, Lieutenant General Viktor Poznikir, first deputy chief of the Russian General Staff Main Operations Department. And the TASS news agency said the general explained that the U.S. had developed a concept of pre-launch interception and planned to destroy intercontinental ballistic missiles of Russia, China, and other countries while they are in their launchers.
In the silos.
In the silos. So they'll never get out of the silos to respond to a U.S. attack. Those missiles, which will be able to blast off, are to be eliminated by missile defense systems. The general warned the states, which he's talking to the Eastern European countries that border Russia. He warned those states, which now host or will host elements of the U.S. missile shield, that these facilities will become priority targets for destruction. He also noted that using missile defense systems against missiles with nuclear warheads is linked to threats of long-term radioactive contamination of the territory. The general said, quote, therefore, the countries taking part in implementing the Pentagon's anti-missile plans may suffer, end of quote. So he just told Poland, Lithuania, Slovakia, all those countries, you allow the U.S. to put these missiles on your territory, you are now a target for destruction.
And to give our viewers and listeners some sort of perspective, distance-wise, what we're talking about, imagine if there was an agreement with, Russia and Mexico, and Russia said, hey, can we park, ICBMs 50
on the
miles?
Rio Grande.
Right, on the Rio Grande. That's the same thing. I mean, it really is. How would we react to that?
We would take them out.
Absolutely. We would take them out. We would be aggressive because there's no way that we would allow that. That's what the Cuban Missile Crisis was about. Imagine that same thing happening. And
now, when you read Isaiah 13:5, which I wasn't, I just want to play a few minutes of this video. But when you read Isaiah 13 and 5, the Lord say the missiles are going to come out of the silos, man. Okay? They're going to come out of the silos, man. So, they ain't going to destroy no missiles that's in their luncheon, man. This is Isaiah 13 and 5. They come, let me start at verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great noise. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So they're not going to be destroyed, man. Okay? When you go to when you go to Job chapter 20, verse 25, it say, it is drawn and cometh out of the body. It's talking about the missiles, man. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terror are upon him. That's talking about the missiles, man. Okay? Job 20:25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, man. The missiles will be shot off, man. Okay? They will be shot off, man. John on the island of Patmos say he saw 200 million missiles, man. Okay? And out of their mouth issued fire and brimstone, man. Fire and jacinth and brimstone, man. So, North America, what they're trying to do, a sneak attack, a sneak strike, it ain't gonna work, man. Because when you read Jeremiah say, let's read this, Jeremiah 50 and 9. For lo, I will raise a cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Babylon the Great, North America, will be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. It says spare no arrows, man. So all the missiles, 200 million missiles that Yahweh Bashim Hawashai got prepared to destroy North America, Israel, and other parts of the world, they are going to fly, man. Okay? And Joel, what does Joel chapter 2 say? They shall not break their ranks, man. Matter of fact, let me read it. So Joel chapter 2, verse 3. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, nothing shall escape them. Nothing shall escape what? The missiles, man. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen. This is the same thing that John saw on the Isle of Patmos when you read in Revelation chapter 9, starting at verse 16. It said, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses and horsemen. So shall they run. Let the noise of chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap. Like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Now I had a scoffer talking about angels. Man, this ain't talking about no angels, man. Before their face, the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the walls like men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Hey, so wherever they hit at, they're going to do what they're supposed to do. They will not be broken, man. Okay? They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the window like a thief. The missiles going to come so quick, man. You ain't going to know what hit. The earth shall quake before them. Now, is this the angels going to make the earth quake? No, man. It's my missiles, man. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. Because they're going to fill the skies, man. And the stars shall withdraw their shine. Okay? Listen, man. This destruction is coming, man. And it is coming from missiles, man. Okay? Missiles.
It's going the other way with Russia.
Doc, I've been telling our audience this going back, I'm guessing at least 2005, 2006, George Bush was in the White House and Vladimir Putin was warning President Bush, do not put missile launchers in Europe. Do not do it. That was 2005, 2006, 2007. Here we are now in 2019. And we're doing it.
Right.
And the Russians are saying, we are convinced that the United States is plotting a preemptive strike from outer space, because it's really what he's talking about.
Yes,
right?
he's talking about space assets being used against the weapons in the silo, because it's not just the missile shield. What he notes here is obviously the United States has placed defensive missile batteries in these Eastern Bloc countries, but it's from space, like the Star Wars program under Reagan. And that's what he said today. That could be used in this new futuristic attack on China and Russia. Now, this is based on basically us leaving the mutually assured destruction pact. What it comes down to is we always, especially in the Cold War, we never would even move to the point of actually launching our own nuclear weapons because we feared that they would launch back. What the Russians are saying is it's an end to that, because America believes they can actually beat the system.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the screen. Did we put the Russian news article on the screen?
TASS.
I wasn't paying attention. Number 18, the TASS news article, U.S. builds nuclear shield to deliver surprise. There it is. U.S. builds nuclear shield to deliver surprise nuclear strike on Russia, says General Staff. Friends, that is an English translation of the Russian article. That's what the Russian people read today in their newspapers.
Right. U.S. builds nuclear shield to deliver surprise nuclear strike on Russia.
We're on the,
hey, man, North America is bugged out of their mind.
The U.S. is out to eliminate Russia, and that is the goal.
And China, too. It wasn't just Russia. It was China also. Because the forum this was spoken at was a defense forum for all the Eastern Bloc countries, also countries in Asia.
Now, this is another precept proving that this is going to be missiles that's going to do this, that's going to rock the earth. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 20. It reads, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. What shall fall? Babylon the Great. Isaiah 47:1 say, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. I'm going to start at 19. The earth, this is Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. It shall fall and not rise again. Okay? Babylon the Great has fallen, man. It has become the habitation of devils. Okay? You can read that in Revelation, man. The 18th chapter. Missiles is going to do this, man.
I mean, this isn't simply a Russian-only defense forum. This was a warning to every world leader in the East that this could become a reality in the near future.
And then the other article, Russia floats out the first nuclear sub that will carry Poseidon strategic underwater drones.
This is actually what you were telling us to look into while we were making it, because this is scary. This video that we saw today of them christening this submarine that carries this Poseidon torpedo.
This is a drone. There are no humans that
Not in this
Artificially intelligent. They say it's autonomous, basically. The submarine, which is a Belgorod submarine, is a carrier for these drones. These drones themselves.
Now, not saying the Lord's angels can't make the earth rock to and fro like a drunkard, but the Lord have weapons for that, man. Okay? This is not going to be angels. Because they can do it. He can't put the spirit on his angels to do these same strikes. But that ain't going to happen from the angels, man. And this proves that, man. This is Jeremiah 50:25. The Lord have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldees, man. For the Chaldeans. What's the weapons of his indignation? Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and bringeth forth an instrument for his works, and I have created the waster to destroy. Okay? What is a waster, man? You figure it out.
Themselves have nuclear arms on them, nuclear warheads on them, and can be deployed in the ocean near the coastlines. It is essentially an underwater carrier that has nuclear weapons.
Yeah, so that carries this Poseidon torpedo, which the Poseidon torpedo, when launched, it will create a huge tsunami that will take out any coastal line that it hits, wherever it's deployed. We've never seen a weapon like this.
He literally refers to the torpedo of the apocalypse. I mean, this weapon would end America or any country it's deployed.
You know what it also does? It doesn't create a fallout. So the victors can take the spoils of that country.
it generates a massive tsunami. What is it, 1,500 feet high?
That's correct.
That would take out the entire East Coast or the West Coast. If you have three of them, you take out the East Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, and the West Coast simultaneously. America's over.
This is in the water right now.
Being tested.
They're not operational. What they did yesterday is that they rolled it out of the shipbuilding area.
Okay.
The Sevmash shipyard in
Right?
Northern
And
Ireland.
it's not fully operational. They will be doing tests this year, and then it's operational in the latter part of 2020.
Right. So my question would be this then, Rick. Why did Russia roll it out? What message were they trying to
Think
send?
about it. They brought this out at the start of this conference about nuclear war.
Right.
You don't have to be too intelligent here to figure out the message. They're saying we're holding a conference. We're saying America is going to destroy us. And by the way, over here,
Now, Isaiah 54:16, he said he had created the smith, right? So that word for smith is, matter of fact, is from H2970. It says a smith, a worker, a workman, a craftsman, a carpenter, an engraver, a maker, a skillful man. Okay? So this ain't talking about no damn angel, man. Okay? That's from the Hebrew H2790. Now, let's go back to that was for smith. H27, that was H2796. So and they say a smith, a craftsman, a carpenter. So let's go to waster, which is H7843. Let's see what waster is. It say waster, H. It says H7843 for waster is destroy, corrupt, destroyer, corruptors, wasters, spoilers. It said to destroy, corrupt, go to ruin, decay, to spoil, ruin, to pervert, corrupt, deal corruptly, to spoil, ruin, destroy, destroyer, okay? So this ain't talking about, this talking about missiles, man. The weapons of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, indignation, man, it's missiles, man. For you people that understand what John saw on the island of Patmos, man, he was talking about, when he said out of their mouth issued jasper and brimstone and fire, man, okay? Now look at the word destroy in Isaiah 54:16. It said to take. It said to give a pledge, become pledge. It said to spoil, corrupt, to be ruined, to destroy, ruin, to be ruined, be broken, to bring forth travail. Okay? Listen, man. You can't get around it, man. To be destroyed. I have created the waster to destroy, man.
We're giving you a glimpse that we're not blowing smoke about Poseidon. We really have it.
They christened it with champagne today, so it's official. It might not be in the water, but it's
in the water, but it's not. It's not
fully operational.
Yes,
but it will be operational
right here,
according to the Russians in late 2020. And I want you to keep that date in mind.
Russia launches new nuclear-armed submarine, man.
Freebeacon.com.
Hey, man, that was the point, man. I just wanted to show that, hey, while North America talking about they finna do a sneak attack, man, Russia finna light you North American Edomites up, man. The Russian Edomites finna light you North American Edomites up, man. Okay? The Lord have told you, man. Okay, in Joel, man, he have gathered all you nations, man. Okay? And what did the scripture say? They shall, matter of fact, what's that? Revelation 20. Let me look real quick. Let me let this be the last precept. Revelation 20 and let me see, Revelation 20 and right. Revelation 20 and 8. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So it say Gog and Magog in Revelation 20 and 8, Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle, the number of whom as the sand of the sea. Gog and Magog is who today? Russia, man. They're gathering who? All these other nations, man, is joining Russia, man. All these other nations is joining Russia to take you North American Edomites out, man. Thus saith the scriptures, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, man. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. The honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and the sincere salutations to all the ark and pushing the truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Hey, shalom to that walk while listening and learning. Shalom.